Ravines underwater now, structures and coral all coming up in this next snapshot. Hey guys, it's Chad. These snapshots are my favorite time of year. I wish that they were like seasons, like I could anticipate them. But we have another snapshot, and this one includes coral, underwater structures, and not a whole lot more. Let's check it out.
So here we are inside of Minecraft, and the newest, coolest thing about this snapshot has to be the structures that are now underwater. A lot of these structures have loot inside of them, and we're going to get a little bit more into what loot is in all of these structures. You can see one sort of made itself into this monument here. These are all naturally generated. I did not generate these guys inside of here. Oh, we got to break that, of course, to get inside of there. Ooh, got some coal. Got a lure 2 bow. Oh, we got another one over here. Let's see. And a Unbreaking 3 bow. Right now, the loot is very focused on wheat and bows. I'll be honest, I forget what this one was in here. Another bow, or sorry, a bow. Have I been calling them bows? I meant fishing rod. That's the worst fishing rod I've ever seen. Curse of Vanishing, and that is it. Okay, we got, oh wow, we actually have a few more structures than I expected. Get out of here, grass. And Luck of the Sea rod, not a bow. Oh my gosh, I can't believe myself. And down here, looks like I have to break some blocks to kind of see what's going on. I don't know. I haven't seen one of the. Oh! I broke it. Oh man, it's fully broke. Okay, nope, no rod in that one. But a lot of wheat. So whatever civilization was under the water here, was very focused on wheat and fishing. Seems kind of ironic that their whole society would be underwater eventually. They seem to know. They seem to have an idea about what was ready to happen to them when it comes to their future, because they had quite a lot of fishing rods. Now, a lot of these will generate with some magma, not magma, but magma blocks, I guess, not magma cubes, but magma blocks. And this happens to be, let me see, F3 in a ocean, just a plain old ocean, not a warm ocean, not a cold ocean, none of that stuff. Just an ocean biome. Is that right? That can't be right. Yep. We're just in an ocean. There's some lukewarm oceans around. This structure will change based off of the temperature of the ocean, and it will not only change the structure itself, but the blocks that the structure are made out of. So they're completely different builds for each of them, and the type of chest that's in here is there's 2 different loot tables for those type of chests. So you get some different types based off of the structures that spawn. I really like the different types of blocks that are kind of included in here. You have some plain old wood, and you have a lot of the, in this one specifically, the cracked bricks. There's lots of brick. There's some sandstone sort of material, and some of these chiseled bricks as well. So I think that they look really, really cool, and they're adding some really nice sort of extra things. I mean, already it's looking better just with the plants. Sort of the silhouette of the ocean looks better already. And we're going to get into some of the structures in the loot boxes and the loot tables a little bit later on. But the other thing that has been added and does not naturally generate is this coral. So we have a few new blocks to play around with, but really we only have blocks to play around with under the water. So these colors here will die off. You can see this dead coral here that's just gray. It will die off if there is not a side of the block touching water. And that can happen even if you place it in water and then later kind of make it so that all of the sides aren't touching water here. Boop. Oh, get out of here. There you go. Okay, well, apparently that caused it to not touch water quick enough to update, and there you go. You have a dead coral, and it's really instantaneous. And so if you were to go underwater and grab some of this coral and bring it, I always think of The Walking Dead. Coral. Anyway, If you were to bring it up onto the surface and place it down, it would always be dead. But let me test something here, because I assume that if you put down even if it's just touching a single side, then it will stay alive. Yeah, there you go. So you can get some of this color by using water. And then I also want to see if I put it right there. There you go. So even the top can be touching the water, even though technically there's a little air gap right there. Yeah, see that? See that little gap? That doesn't matter. It just needs to be adjacent in some way to water for it to stay alive. Like I mentioned before, this is not actually in the game yet. It isn't naturally generating, but I look forward to it. Maybe there's going to be big reefs, big coral reefs that we have to find, almost like a mesa biome type thing to harvest your coral. Or maybe it'll be basically everywhere, kind of like coal or like these plants or something like that. Okay, let's talk a little bit about these structures, because we are actually able to go into the structure of all the structures that are in the Minecraft normal jar, and actually bring these out by clicking. Oh no, it's not available. Oh no, what did I do? Aha, I didn't have my namespace correct. I needed to add the little slash for the folder that it's in. Anyway, okay, so there we go. So let's just go ahead and click load, and you can kind of see this load in here. And this is one of the structures. There are many. Let me count them up here. 48 different structures. And we can just load a few in just by running back over here. Some of these structures look like they could exist just in the overworld. This is a structure that is for the warm oceans, and it uses sand and sandstone. So any nice warm oceans, and you can kind of see in these oceans, there's kind of sand at the bottom that was kind of just added, that if you're in a warm ocean, you'll have sand, so you will have a structure made out of sand. Makes some sense. We're just in a river right here. No, okay, I can't find a warm ocean. Come on. I think I can see one right here. Let's test it out, and boop. Deep ocean lukewarm. Okay, there you go. So these have sand at the bottom. So it makes sense that their structures would also be made out of sand. Okay, it's going to load right there, and boop, there we go. Okay, so a lot of them have gravel, and I probably should have made this right on the ground here. But you can load them in. You can see the custom data name right there. What's funny is I've never been able to figure out what those stinking data things do. See these custom data tag names. So apparently the guys who develop Minecraft, they know how it works. So those are all the chests. Those will eventually become chests in the game. And then they have the loot boxes, the loot table associated with those chests. So let me bring those up. So here we are. We have the two different loot tables. You can see right here on this tag, Underwater Ruin Big and Underwater Ruin Small. And as we flip through them, you can kind of see the differences maybe in this little preview pane over here, the differences between them. Okay, so looking through them, it looks like the small will give you some coal, stone axe, rotten flesh, emerald, wheat, leather chest plate, golden helmet, and fishing rod. Now, this right here is actually basically the same on both of these. So you're going to get leather chest plate. You can see that this code is basically the same. Here we go. Leather, golden helmet, fishing rod. And that's the same. But on the big chest, you have a chance for getting a golden apple, a book, which is enchanted randomly, and you have the emerald and wheat from before. You lose, I believe, the stone axe. You don't have a chance of getting a stone axe in the big, but you also get the chance of getting a golden nugget in the big chest. So those are the differences between the loot tables. And so obviously big is better because you get the chance of the golden nuggets and the golden apple, which is a pretty cool thing to have, especially if you're playing any PvP or anything like that. And also the books, to get some enchanted books. Hopefully get that mending. And last but not least, in this snapshot, these phantoms will now despawn at night, which kind of makes sense because they're more of like a thing for insomnia, that you've been awake for so long. Oh my gosh. So there we go. Most of them despawn. Then we got one little guy hanging out here. So they will despawn during the day. If you want to capture them, you'll have to name them like other hostile mobs. And they'll also no longer spawn in the end. So if you were hoping to make your home in the end and wanted phantoms to visit, I'm sorry, you are out of luck. But yeah, so a little bit of an update to the phantom. That also makes it, difficult because if you were hoping to be able to see them during the day to maybe capture them or do whatever, fight them, I guess. I don't know why you'd wait all that time and then walk away and then come back to fight them. But anyway, if you were hoping to run across them during the day, that won't happen because they're obviously so much easier to see during the day.
Do you love snapshots? Because I know I do. Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching this episode of OMGcraft. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a like. Please subscribe to the channel for future tips, tricks, tutorials, and spotlights. And I'll see you next time on OMGcraft. Bye!